Hello, 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 hello. Wherever you are on this intriguing planet called Earth, I wish you a blissful day, evening, or night, wherever you are located. My topic for the day is about the movie that's in my mind is becoming classic. When it first came out, people, it was 50-50. Some loved it, some didn't. I'm talking about Batman versus Superman. I'm going to give you my several humble reasons why I have enjoyed the movie every time I see it. And I've seen it for about 4 times now. My first thing I loved about it, I so enjoyed seeing Superman getting his butt kicked. And every Superman movies that we've seen, every iteration, he's always been basically invincible, an unstoppable force. Yes, in 1978, Christopher Reeve did him again. He had a weakness when Lois Lane died, but that did not affect him any. Nothing in the movie, in the Christopher Reeve first Superman movie, ever affected him. Even in a second movie, he decided to become human. So when he got his butt kicked by another human, that's the fate he chose. But Superman in general, with the big S on his chest, we have never seen him humbled. I know he probably was humbled in that Bryan Singer Superman Returns. Yes, he got his butt kicked there, but he only got his butt kicked by a human who could not cause him any real damage. Yes, Lex Luthor kicked him, spat upon him, and knocked him upside the head, but he really didn't get beaten up by a world-class fighter. When Batman got him with that kryptonite cloud, hey, Superman learned right then and there that he was not a top-notch fighter. Superman learned when Batman was manhandling him that, hey, they are superior fighting forces to me. Yes, in the Bryan Singer movie, the Superman, what's his name, Roth, the guy who played him, the Superman character learned there too that he was not an A-class fighter, but still, he was super weak in that movie. The kryptonite really did him in. He could barely even stand up. Yes, in Superman versus Batman, he could barely stand too, but he was still had some of his powers at a reduced version because Batman stomped on him and slammed him into at least 5 floor levels, so he still had some degree of vulnerability. If a normal human beings fall 5 stories and land on their back, we're dead. So that Superman, the kryptonite just weakened him. Because remember in that movie, when Batman shot him with that first cloud, he still had enough strength to get up and swing at Batman. But he learned right then and there. Batman stopped his punch. And even though Batman stopped his punch, I will give it to Superman. He still tried to put up a fight. But then he learned quickly, hey, I'm fighting against a top-notch fighter. One of the greatest individual fighters on the planet. That's what I enjoyed the most. Even though he wasn't KO'd like he was in the Superman Returns movie, he still was able to walk around and fight Batman a little bit. Give a meager resistance, but he still learned that, hey, when it comes to fighting and true fighting skills and fighting pedigree, he was no match for Batman. That's what I enjoyed. I enjoyed that, hey, if Batman had a Kryptonian powers, rarely could any Kryptonian stop him, because not only would he have the powers, he would have the vast fighting skills pedigree like he did in that movie. So that was the first thing I enjoyed. that Superman learned that, hey, I may have to learn how to fight, because if I lose my powers, a person with just mediocre martial arts skills, combat skills, can take him down. My second thing I love about the movie, even though it seemed phony and it seemed phony and incomprehensible at the time, now I am making a connection that there are two Marthas. Martha for Bruce Wayne and Martha Kent for Superman. I never made that connection. I read comic books for over decades, for over 3 decades. I never made the connection that there were two people named Martha. Martha Wayne and Martha Kent. So in a way, there was a nice little twist that they added to get Batman to stop beating Superman to a pulp. The next thing I enjoyed the most, in every Superman movie, he is always treated like a god. Nothing ever knocks him out. Nothing ever KO'd him. But we got to see the Doomsday Monster, which really wasn't completely Kryptonian. Even though he said Doomsday was a Kryptonian, remember, Doomsday was not a true Kryptonian. He was a hybrid, because when Doomsday was created, he came from the blood of Luthor. So realistically, nobody ever caught on to that. Realistically, Doomsday was a hybrid between a human being, because it was human blood that brought him into existence, and a Kryptonian. So is that what made him seemingly more powerful than Superman? Because against a normal Kryptonian was not able to do the things that Doomsday was able to do, especially that bioelectric blast when you kept firing virus projectiles and energy weapons at him. He gave off that explosive, concussive blast of energy. Was that due to his Kryptonian heritage, or was that due to the combination of human and Kryptonian DNA? No one ever said that before. That Doomsday was not an actual Kryptonian. Then plus, when Wonder Woman cut off his arm, if you would cut off a normal Kryptonian arm, or like in the first Superman movie, Man of Steel, when he inadvertently, sadly, had to kill Zod. Zod did not regrow the necessary tools to get his spine working. In that movie, when Doomsday got his arm cut off, it regrew. So we must ask, did that regenerative power come from the human and Kryptonian DNA? And here's the reason I say that. Because in the first Man of Steel, Jor-El deliberately sent his son to Earth because of our potential. He could have sent his son to many humanoid-looking planets, but he chose Earth because he felt that Earth people had a great potential. And we don't know what kind of potential that humans really have. If he's going to send his son here to be like a god among men, do humans have the potential to become god-like figures? So that's the next thing I like about the Doomsday creature. Here's the most important thing I loved about the Superman movie. In that movie, human beings had a true reason to love Superman. And all the other movies, they only love Superman because of his great powers. In this movie, Superman demonstrated his love for humanity, because here's how. He was willing, not only willing, he did put his life on the line to save humanity. And no other Superman movie or Superman television show was he ever required to sacrifice himself. This is the first movie that I'm aware of. If there's other movies where he sacrificed himself, let me know by leaving your comment in the comment section. But as I was stated, humans had a reason to love Superman now because they know, every human on the planet know from that day forward that Superman truly loved humanity and he would actually sacrifice himself to protect humanity. And I almost wanted to cry in the movie when he got stabbed by Doomsday. Or this is the part that made a tear when I come to my eyes. When Lois Lane was approaching the scene after he got killed, it looked like she wanted to cry. But she didn't, of course. I don't know why she should have made her cry, but of course they would say that looked too dramatic if they made her cry. But it like she was shocked and upset, and that brought some emotion in me. So that's my take, people, on why I'm starting to love the Man of Steel, the Batman versus Superman movie more and more. I believe that someday it may become a classic. Now, I didn't mention Wonder Woman, but she had a good part of the movie too that I liked about her. The thing I loved about Wonder Woman is that when she was fighting Doomsday, it seemed like she loves a fight. It seemed like she loved being a warrior. She was laughing and grinning just as happy about fighting that Doomsday monster. And my wife, who's not even a comic book fan, commented on how powerful Wonder Woman was. That she was able to restrain that monster in many scenes throughout the movie. She was able to give him a run for his money. But that's my take. Thank you for stopping by. If you like my take, my love, my growing love for Batman vs. Superman movie, give me a thumbs up. If you're starting to like the movie like I am, leave a little comment about what you like about the movie. If you would like to subscribe to hear me talk about any sci-fi movie, any futuristic movie that I like, please subscribe. Until the next time, peace.